This is Jam Nation.
With Jonesy and Amanda.
Down to the Jonesy and Amanda Ralphs for the pub test today. The pub test, paying board. Does it pass the pub test?
It used to be a regular thing that your children living at home, the minute they finish school, were paying board. Less and less of us are getting our kids to do that. Charging children board, asking them to pay, is one of the toughest questions facing parents when their kids are growing up. And house prices rising over the past 10 years, parents have been hesitant to charge their kids board, fearful it will take away their ability to save for their first home. Or the flip side of not charging them board is that are we teaching them fiscal responsibility by not making them work out how much of their money goes towards various things in their lives?
Look at Jem Y. Rye. He lives at home. Are you being taught fiscal responsibility, Ryan?
Yeah, I like to think I have fiscal responsibility.
So you pay board?
No, I don't. No.
Oh.
No,
But Dad wants me to. He's like, yeah.
What does he say?
Oh, you're going to start paying.
And what does Mum say?
No.
I bet a lot of families are like that Mum's the softie.
Of course.
I bet that's how that goes. All right, we've got lots of calls for this. Paying board, does it pass the pub test?
Of course it does. They've got to learn responsibility and how to manage a budget, balance things between pleasure and business.
I've got 4 staff. I've got 1 still living with me at home, and they've all paid board from the time they were able to.
My word, it does. I go back 45 years when I was 19, 20 years of age. I used to clear $72 and I paid $50 a week to my mum.
What I did with my children, I took board off them, but when they bought their first property or investment property, I gave up the money that I'd saved from their board.
Our daughter just got into her 3rd year of her apprenticeship, so her wage went up. So we said to her, you either pay an extra $10 in board or put an extra $20 into super.
My son pays us $100 a week board. It goes into a sub-account of mine, and when he's ready to buy a house or a deposit, that money will go back to him.
My kids don't pay rent. One's a uni student, one's a first-year nurse. But she cooks us dinner 3 nights a week.
My son's 27, and I charge him $50 a week. He's just got an apprenticeship, so, he hasn't got a lot of money, but he needs to contribute at least to the house.
As long as they're contributing, what about that guy? $72, he's making that a week.
He gets charged $50.
What's his mum in the mafia? Like a standover man.
Interesting, the one that said, I charge board, but I put that aside for them for when they want to buy a place. Because that seems to at least teaches them how to live within a budget, but you give them the money back.
I don't know about that.
Why?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
We're putting it aside because it's a false sense of security that mum and dad will always bail them out. Mum and dad will always bail you out because they're going to end up with your stuff anyway.
But it teaches you at a young age that out of my wage, this much goes to my parents every week.
Yeah.
Teaches you to budget.
I don't know. I'm part of the snowplow generation. Look at me. I'm a snowplow. That's what happened.
You've got adult children living at home.
Well, 2.
That's right. You were married at that age and out and doing stuff.
Yeah, I had a child at 24.
Yeah.
We had no money. We lived in Muswellbrook with no money.
Yeah.
I remember one time I won the footy tipping competition, but my whole life hinged on to win the footy tipping competition so we pay the rego for the family car because we wouldn't be able to pay for it otherwise.
Well, many of us started that way, and that's why we don't want our kids to have it hard.
I know, snowplow generation.
Snowplow. We might touch on that again later on because I think that triggered a lot of people.